Gentlemen, if you're ready for the next bout of the evening, let me hear you make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is a 145-pound amateur kickboxing bout that will be governed under K1 rules. It will consist of 3 2-minute rounds. Our first fighter is fighting for total control kickboxing. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, Christopher Vanny Gonzalez.
Total Control Kickboxing. I don't know where's that located.
Both Candace and Christian, both of our prior fights tonight are both more Muay Thai style. So they changed it up for the kickboxing, but they did pretty well.
Fighting in his 145-pound amateur kickboxing bout is fighting for country kickboxing. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting on the red corner, Arlo Eckardt.
Yeah, I also watched both of Arnold's last MMA fights, and it was hard, long, gritty.
He's tough. He's a tough guy.
But even though they were MMA fights, I remember very little ground fighting. I remember 2 people on their feet for the whole 9 minutes, beating the brakes off of each other.
Yes, yeah, for sure, Justin. Arlo's fights have been absolute wars. And, yeah, I don't think no one even thought about a takedown in either one of those fights, if I recall. They were just standing up and trading blows the whole time.
Hezekiah, their first fight, Hezekiah had to take him down because Arlo was coming.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Remember, Hezekiah had those big takedowns.
That's right.
But Arlo was coming. That was a great fight.
I think I meant more so on Arlo's end.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he doesn't go for takedowns. Even in the rules meeting, when we're stating all the rules, the questions he asked, we just know he loves to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good, though. That's what you want to see from up-and-coming athletes.
Yeah.
You want to see energy. You want to see excitement. You want to see violence. You know, this is a violent sport. So at the end of the day, you know, if you get 2 guys in there that just want to beat each other up, you're going to have a great night.
And I'm thinking, when I look at the 2 body types, Arlo looks just like the bigger, thicker fighter, too. He's a lot taller, right? But from what I've heard about Chris is legit.
Yeah, Chris, you know, can't knock out total kickboxing. Like Martin was saying, a lot of good technical, very strategic fighting skills. I've seen him fight firsthand when I was reffing a smoker at my gym, you know? So I got to see him fight firsthand.
I also believe that Chris Gonzalez also has a title in Waco. So I think he has a national title. I might have to be fact check on that, but I believe he's fighting on the Waco circuit.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, he has experience. I've seen him in the gym. I know he has experience. You know, it's just when you turn on the lights and the camera's on, like how much do you really have? You know?
Right.
And I guess right now we're about to find out. 2 young athletes.
It's the last kickboxing match of the night.
I'm excited, boys. Let's go.
Good.
Round 1. Touch gloves. Both guys in orthodox stance. Nice leg kick right off the bat from Arlo.
Perfect tubes. Oh.
Gonzalez showing some quick hands early on. Nice leg kick again by Eckardt. Oh, nice left hook by Arlo Eckardt right there.
Good, healthy punches.
Arlo Eckardt does look a little bigger too, to me.
Yeah, the size difference is there, maybe a little body maturity. It's hard to tell about the age, but
Now they're both young guys.
both young, yeah, of course.
Yeah, beautiful striking here early on from Chris Gonzalez. He stays nice and tight. Breaks the pocket with a kick there, and a double up on the left kick. Great job.
His front leg is staying active with the teep and the front kick. Oh, good open knees, which are perfectly clean.
Nice hooks off the fence by Arlo Eckardt. And here comes Arlo Eckardt again, charging forward.
This is going to be a fight, guys. This is going to be a fight.
Knee on the fence by Chris Gonzalez, and he backs up, takes the center again.
Yep, like I said, an amazing technical fighter. He's holding the center. He's trying to keep him against the cage.
Absolutely.
He's using his weapons perfectly.
He is, Justin. Very, very promising young fighter here. Both guys.
Nice knee.
So far, Chris Gonzalez really able to control the center for the majority of this fight. Even though he does seem a bit smaller. Oh, Eckardt coming forward there.
But like how we were just talking about earlier, Arlo has the experience, so I guess we'll see.
Nice
really,
right hand by Arlo.
if this does make it to the second round, whose adrenaline and whose experience is going to show more? Who's going to get the adrenaline dump? Who's going to stay composed? And who's going to stay fighting this strong for the upcoming round?
Yeah, Justin, for sure.
Great round. Great round.
Beautiful round, though. Good.
Too close to call for me.
Yeah, that was a good
technical striking. Very nice.
Thank you so much for joining us here once again here at the 604 Ale House. The X1 World Events first.
You know, just for people at home watching, in case you don't know, these rounds are only 2 minutes, so you have 1 minute less in the amateur MMA fights. So if you really want to win these fights and you want to win these rounds, you have to make that 2 minutes count.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goes by
You got
like that.
Yes, yes. And you got to put it on. You got to keep the pace high. You just don't have time to dance around and to take too much time off. You have to put your foot on the gas pedal and get things going early.
Yeah, exactly. These 2 minute rounds go by in a blink of an eye.
Yep.
Even this 1 minute rest in the corners right now.
I like what Arlo's doing, just calming himself down.
Yep. And me and Scotty were just talking, you know, earlier. You really only have about like 35 seconds in the corner to catch your composure between everything.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
You know? And a lot of people misunderstand that. They think that, oh, because the timer says a minute, that you have a minute. You really only have about like 35 seconds minus the 15 seconds of the corners getting out, the 15 seconds of water, and like the 20, 25 seconds of coaching, and you trying to collect your brain cells back to fight again.
Yeah, collect your brain cells. I like that. I need a good collection myself. Nice check there early by Chris Gonzalez.
Right off the bell, straight good low kick.
I like how Gonzalez calmly steps back out of range.
Good reads, good high hands.
Yeah,
good
very
checks.
composed.
Yep.
Nice front leg teep.
It's almost like he's been here.
I love the step back that Chris Gonzalez does. Good slip. Eckardt is throwing some heat now.
Yeah.
He needed to warm up and catch his rhythm. Another great low kick. Perfectly placed. Yep.
I love that little step back by Chris Gonzalez.
Switches stance, straight left.
Arlo takes the center.
Ooh.
Good heavy hands from both.
Oh, nice knee there by Eckardt.
Oh,
and
nice
Chris
return
Gonzalez
knee.
right back
Yep.
at him. No.
Oh, that was a nice kick.
Nice teep right to the face.
Yep, that
And
was
a left
perfect technique.
Oh,
That's
I
like
like
Superman
it.
off the cage.
It
I like
almost worked,
Yeah,
though.
you got to use what you can.
Yeah, it almost worked.
The cage is here for you. Nice, good open knee from Chris.
Oh,
Nice sweep.
Perfect timing.
he timed that high
Yep.
kick for that low sweep.
Yeah.
That was a veteran move right there. That was very good.
Yep. Yep. We're getting close up. Close
Wow,
up
that
the
was
range
slick.
of
That was
this round.
slick. Slip the right hand, left hook to the body, knee to the body.
10 seconds.
Both Chris and Arlo this round are not keeping the distance. They want action and they're staying close.
Yeah, they're right there in that striking range, Justin, the whole time.
Put your hands.
Another
That was
great
a good.
round.
That was a good round. Chris definitely won that round.
Good precision, good technique, good timing. You can't beat it.
If you're in Arlo's corner, you gotta tell him you gotta get the knockout because we don't know about the first round.
Yep. The first round could go either way. The second round was very obvious. The third round can once again go either way.
Chris looked really sharp.
I agree.
Yeah,
He's timing Arlo's punches and dropping under him, hitting him in the body.
Yeah, beautiful composure, and I'm not sure how old he is. He looks young, but he's fighting like he's been doing this for a while.
I agree. But, I mean, look at his corner. They have him standing up. They have his hands above his head. Very experienced corner. He's getting air. He's getting water. He's getting the cool down he needs, all without sitting down. In my personal opinion, I don't like it when people sit down because you're not going to sit down in a fight anywhere else, so why would you do it here?
You know, I like that what you just said there, Justin, because I think I have a bunch of kickboxing fights. I don't like to sit down either. I tried sitting down in my last fight, and I didn't like it. I'm never going to do it again.
Because this moment right here, when you hear that clap and you have to put your mouth guard back in, and you got to squat back up and stand up and pull your pants up and regain yourself. You know, you were just chilling in a chair for almost a whole minute.
You made that sound very laboring, but actually, it actually is a little bit, you know, to have to do that.
Yeah, exactly. It might not seem like a lot of work, but that's one more movement you do not want to do.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Must have been why my coach made me stand up.
And this is where, especially in the second round, like a mentality standpoint, like you just sat there and watched your opponent look you in the eye, standing on his feet for the whole resting period, and now he's right back in your face.
Yep, that's right.
Yep. And Chris doesn't seem a little bit out of the ordinary. He seemed like he's moving just from the first and second round. Arlo's definitely picking it up, melting him against the cage.
Yeah, Arlo's fighting.
He's picking up the pace. Whatever he heard in that corner, he needed to hear it.
Yes, Eckardt is picking up the pace on this one and fighting with some urgency here.
Yep. They probably told him, stop aiming for the head and aim for his chest.
Yep.
Fire right down the middle.
And just like we were saying, you only have 2 minutes. So, you know, minus the 30 seconds of dead time of, you know, dancing around and doing things like this, you really only got a minute to really bang it out if you want to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And going back to what Scott said, yeah, the head movement of Chris is really good. So if Arlo, I think, aim for that chest, maybe he can catch a headshot, kind of accidentally almost, but at least go to the body with that straight.
No. He has to let up on the head hunting. Chris seems composed. He seems confident that he won
Nice
these
kick
last
to the
couple
body by
rounds.
Arlo.
You know?
Yeah, very calculated.
Yeah.
Arlo's looking like he's starting to slow down a lot, though.
Yep. Chris is keeping his distance. He's not taking any unnecessary risks. Arlo's in the opposite position.
Talking to his corner.
Yeah, you cannot look away. Chris is not the guy you can look away from.
Yeah, Arlo Eckardt just kind of looked over his corner for a second and said something. I'm not sure what it was.
He's just tough, bro.
Yeah.
He's a tough guy. I love it. I love it. Nice counter. Smart. Lean on him. Take up some time.
Chris is just as tough, if not tougher, and if we're seeing it here, he's also a lot more technical in the fighting standpoint. We're getting the big, heavy overhands from Arlo. But are they going to land?
Nice overhand right there by Chris Gonzalez.
Yep.
10 seconds.
Chris is staying composed, staying professional, even against the cage. Yep, good left counter.
Great fight, boys.
Great fight.
Great fight. Great fight. Great fight. Great fight.
Yep. We'll see. We'll have to see what the judges have to say.
Yeah.
Both sides did
Yeah,
amazing.
Chris won that. Great fight. Great fight. Yeah. Good job.
You're going in for this.
Making of it. Go ahead.
You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. Have fun. Great fight. Great fight, buddy. Yeah, no, this kid's good. Especially when you're throwing power and he's slipping and smoking him with the left hand. I kicked him straight in the face that one time, too. That was legit. He keeps walking the ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your fighters. Fighters to the center of the ring. Fighters to the center of the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our judges' deliberation. Our winner of this bout, due to a unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, with the Gonzalez.
Hey, good job, Arlo. Good job, buddy.
All right, guys, I'm back here with the winner, Chris. Man, that was a hell of a fight. So far, my favorite
Fight of the night, if I had to say so myself. Does anybody else agree? It was action-packed all 3 rounds. Real quick, tell us what's going through your head. This is your first time in the X1 ring, if I'm not mistaken. But this is definitely not your first time competing. So let us know what was going through your head and what got you that advantage.
I want to thank everyone that supported me and shit. I love all you guys. My favorite. Thank you for the rounds, Arlo. You were a great fight. Love it. Hopefully we can fight again. So happy right now.
It's all good. It's all good. This is exactly what everyone's here for. They're here to see exciting fights. They're here to see new and up-and-coming fighters. And they're here to see the next league of MMA and kickboxing pro fighters. Am I correct? Thank you again for putting in all this hard work, putting in the camp. Thank you for coming out here and putting on an amazing performance. Do you have anything left to say to the fans?
Thank you, everybody. Hopefully you can come watch my next fight. Hopefully I'll be able to compete on May 24th at 63 Barracks. Hell yeah!
One more time for you guys' winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together once again for your winner by unanimous decision.